Hello everyone! Today, this is another Tube Screamer video. Yes, Wampler made a Tube Screamer kind of pedal. The Moxie right here, really tiny. Simple 3 knobs, volume, tone, gain, but with a twist. So there are 2 mini toggle switches on the top here. One is a voice and one is a fat switch. So with both the switches towards the left, it's going to be a stock Tube Screamer tone. Now I'm guessing this is the 808 kind of clone, judging from the way it sounds. Could be wrong, but that's what it sounds to me. Now with the voice switch, if you flick it to the right, it's going to remove that mid hump. So if the mid hump is not your thing, you can kind of bring this pedal down to a more transparent sort of tone. And there is also a fat switch where you flick it to the right, it's going to make things very interesting actually. It's going to change the clipping stage of the pedal, and it gives you an entirely different flavor of tone, which we'll get into. And beside the Moxie, I also have the Tube Screamer Mini, because I'm sure people are wondering how it sounds against the really cheap Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini. So let's check out the pedal first with a clean tone, and then we'll go into a distorted tone. And I'm using my Kiesel Zeus, going into each of these pedals, going to the front of a Hughes and Kettner Tubemeister Deluxe 20, going to an orange PPC 2x12 vertical cabinet being mic'd up by a Electronics V7X, and in the loop I have a touch of reverb because reverb makes me happy. Now I'm going to use the in-between position first on the guitar, so this is the clean tone, mind tune. Kinda in tune. Here is the Moxie. Now I'm going to put the gain back to the middle, so let's start right there. And this is the tone. I'm going to pump up more level. There you go. Good sounding as it is. I'm going to turn back the tone knob. So let's check out the range of the tone knob while we add it. So this is the tone knob. Nice usable range, nice fatness in the low position, not too much of ice picking tones right away all the way to the top. Next, let's start cranking up the gain knob. Now let's quickly compare the Tube Screamer Mini in a very similar knob setting, just to hear, you know, this will not mean anything, but you know, at least you get a rough idea of how different the pedals are. in a specific setting. So here you go, this is the Moxie. This is the Ibanez. A little more fatter, don't you think, on the Moxie? So let's turn up the tone on the Moxie right now. Ibanez pedal. Moxie. Now the magic with the Moxie is once you start turning, flicking the toggle switches. So now let's first check out the voice toggle switch. I'm going to flick that to the right. You're going to hear the mid hum kind of disappear. Here is the tone of the pedal with the voice switch in the stock position. Flick to the right. That sounds good. Let's turn that off for a bit. So flicking it to the left. Now back to the right. Now let's flick the fat switch. I'm going to leave the voice switch alone. Here is the fat. So with it turned off, the fat off. Gonna up the volume. With it turned on, volume down. Now that's something that makes the pedal really stand out for the price you pay and the tone that you get. Well, damn, sounds good. Now, let's go to the crunch channel of the amp. I'm gonna turn down the amount of gain there, and we're gonna test it out as a typical, metal boost kind of pedal. So here's the crunch tone. So I'm going to put the pedal back in its stock setting. We're going to crank the volume all the way up on each pedal, gain all the way down, your typical boosting. And I'm going to leave the tone of each pedal roughly in the center. So here we go. We're going to do the Tube Screamer first, the Ibanez Tube Screamer, and then we go to the Wampler Moxie. So here's the tone. There's a smoothness to the Wampler that I kind of like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank the gain knob to about 10 o'clock on each pedal, and we're going to hear what it does with that. So again, I'm going to turn down the gain a little bit more on the amp. With the Ibanez, the Wampler. So you can hear kind of like more volume on the Wampler. I'm kind of liking the more smoother sounding thing on the Moxie here. I'm gonna crank the fat switch, turn on the volume just a tad, turn on the tone just a tad. Wampler Moxie, guys, I think it sounds absolutely beautiful for a stock Tube Screamer, for the stock Tube Screamer. And I just love the tone when you have the fat and voice switch engaged, you know. With the voice, even though it removes the mid hump, it still doesn't get too dipped, if you kind of get what I mean. So again, here's the pedal. Beautiful sounding pedal from the guys at Wampler. So there you go, guys. If you enjoyed the tones, leave a comment down below, give us a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.